Hey there, it's Dave Altavilla for HotHardware here with two new mechanical gaming keyboards by Corsair, the Corsair K70 RGB MK.2 and the Corsair Strafe RGB MK.2. Both of these are very RGB affairs, as you can see, and they are based on Cherry MX mechanical key switch technology. Specifically, the K70 MK.2 is based on Cherry MX blues. They are clicky and very tactile, and the Strafe MK.2 is based on Cherry MX silent switches. We will take a look at both of these bad boys next. Now, comparatively between these new Corsair keyboards, the K70 here on the left and the Strafe again on the right, the K70, as you can see, is a little bit larger keyboard, sits up a little bit taller than the Strafe. It's also made of a little bit more machined aluminum, so in and around the deck area, around the keycaps, that's all solid machined aluminum. There's a slab here. The Strafe has machined aluminum and also a little bit of plastic construction in and around the deck itself and the keycaps. As you can see, individually lit RGB keycaps. I have them cycling through a number of different color patterns right now, but you can go ahead and program them with Corsair's software. And let's talk keycap types. The K70 here on the left, you can get in a number of different Cherry MX key switch flavors. Ours happens to be based on Cherry MX blues. These are clicky and tactile. They are a non-linear switch type, so there's a little bit of a tactile bump and also an audible click. The Strafe is based on Cherry MX silent red switches. Both switch types, by the way, have clear housing so that they can be illuminated by the RGB backlighting, but these Cherry MX silent red switches have a linear actuation, and they do not offer a tactile bump as a result, and they're also much quieter, virtually silent. The K70 MK.2 RGB here on the left retails for $159 currently on Amazon, while the Strafe here on the right retails for $139. And both of these new Corsair decks come with a keycap extractor tool, as well as these gray replaceable keycaps that you can go ahead and put in the WASD area, for example, if you want to customize your gaming zones a little bit. And of course, standard lit pack warranty guide and a quick start guide with lots of information. Actually, not that quick, pretty detailed. And yeah, that's about it. Let's take a little bit more of a walk around these two new planks from Corsair. A useful set of features common to both of these new Corsair keyboards are its media key array above the numpad area. And here you can see we've got an audio mute button as well as a volume roller for up and down volume control. And of course, standard stop, play, pause, skip forward and back keys as well. You also get three more keys on the top edge of the keyboard. This profile key button that allows you to customize lighting profiles and switch them on the fly. The LED backlight brightness button, where you can actually shut off the backlighting or control its brightness, as well as a Windows key lock button. Other features common to both of these Corsair keyboards are very long, thick braided USB cables with USB pass-through. As you can see, there's an extra USB port on the back of the keyboard, and you've got a double USB split cable here as well. And also the wrist rests on these keyboards are of course detachable. Little plastic clips allow you to remove them, and you can run without that wrist rest as well. A quick little gander at the bottom side of the K70 and Strafe. Here you can see the K70, both of them actually have these flip out feet that hold the keyboard up, raise it up off your desk. And they have these rubberized skid pads here underneath as well. As you can see, the K70 has a little bit larger anti-skid pads here, and the Strafe has smaller little strips of rubber as well. But as you can see, very well made keyboards in general. The Corsair K70 here on the left and the Strafe MK.2 here on the right. Now, both the Strafe MK.2 and the K70 MK.2 support N-key rollover or 100% anti-ghosting coverage across its entire deck, and as a result, it will ensure every keystroke is recorded no matter how much of a masher you are. But let's give you a listen to the Strafe MK.2 and its Cherry MX silent switches. These are non-tactile and non-clicky, essentially silent, though you still can hear them a little bit, as you can tell, but very comfortable and fast as well. Very responsive key travel here. And switching over to the K70 Mk.2, again, a little bit larger wrist rest area here. And this deck is again based on Cherry MX Blue Clicky tactile switches. Definitely an audible click, and definitely a little bit more of a bump on key actuation, but every bit as much key travel. Very similar in terms of key travel, but definitely clickier, noisier, and more tactile as a result. I like the feel of Cherry MX Blues, I think, better than linear switches like the Cherry MX Silence, but I don't like the noise. So maybe for me, a good option in the K70 Mk.2 might be the Cherry MX Brown option, which is tactile and quiet as well. Not exactly good for podcasting environments, if you're worried about that racket bleeding through over the mic, but a great feeling keyboard to bang things out, get some work done, and of course, do a little bit of gaming on. Corsair's IQ software is a free utility that you use to control and program the RGB lighting effects of either the Strafe Mk.2 or the K70 Mk.2. It gives you the ability to set up and instantly apply individual lighting effects as well as downloadable lighting presets. Corsair provides predefined patterns through a drop menu, and some of those patterns can be toggled for speed or lighting direction. You can also coordinate system-wide lighting with other Corsair components and peripherals, and also perform key and button remaps and save custom-defined presets within the 8 megabytes of onboard storage that the K70 Mk.2 and the Strafe Mk.2 have. All told, Corsair's IQ software is pretty slick, easy to use, and extremely comprehensive. So there you have it, the Corsair K70 RGB Mk.2 here and the Corsair Strafe RGB Mk.2. I'll go ahead and link these up in the description below. $159 for the K70 RGB Mk.2, $139 for the Strafe RGB Mk.2 on Amazon. Check out the links in the description below if you want to pick them up. Stop by HotHardware for our full review and hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video. Hit the bell reminder button to get notified when we stream our 2.5 Geeks podcast. I'm Dave Altavilla for HotHardware with the Corsair K70 RGB Mk.2 and the Corsair Strafe RGB Mk.2 keyboards. We're going to give these guys an editor's choice. Thanks for stopping by.